We're spending the off season getting some big name guests on the show, and we can't pass up an opportunity to talk to, let's just say, a celebrity out there in the Panhandle. We go to Amarillo to talk with the head coach, the new head coach, the Amarillo Palo Dons. It's Coach Eric Mims. Coach, how are you?
I'm doing better than I deserve. How about yourself?
I'm doing excellent. First and foremost, congrats on the gig. For folks who don't know, your ties to Amarillo and the Palo Duro community run so deep. I know it means a lot to you to get the job. I'm interested. When you found out that you were getting the job, what was your reaction?
Man, everything happened so fast. We were still playing. We were playing South Lake
Mhm.
the week that all of this started taking place, and ended up losing to South Lake. And so I really kind of got serious about this process after that. And my family and I, we were excited about the opportunity. It's an exciting deal. It's an exciting time. You know, head coaching jobs are hard to come by. You can have great resumes and done a lot of good things, and there's jobs I've applied for and didn't even get interviewed. So to be selected, it's an honor and a privilege. And man, I was just excited and knew that this was purpose that God had for me, and where He needed me to be at this time.
Well, and of course, we mentioned your deep ties. You went to Palo Duro High School. You went to elementary school down the street. I mean, this is your town. This is your this is where you grew up. What has been the reaction from the community that you've since you've arrived back? Because sometimes you hear coaches say it's hard to go home again, but I'm interested. What's been the reaction from the community since you've arrived back home?
Oh man, nothing but love. Everywhere I go, I see somebody I know, and it's always a welcome home. We're glad to have you back. We got you back. We support you. We're excited to have you. So, man, it's been good. Whether I'm in the grocery store, at a basketball game, wherever I'm at, man, I'm seeing guys that I grew up with. I'm seeing guys a little older, a little younger, and they're all excited for me for the opportunity that I've been afforded, and those guys got my back, and they're supporting me, and they want to see us do well over here at PD.
We're talking with Eric Mims, the new head coach of Palo Duro here at Texas Football Today. Get involved in the conversation, hashtag TF Today. Coach, you are taking over a program that, let's be honest, it's in need of a jolt. It's been a couple of rough years recently. When you first addressed your team as the head coach, what was your message to
them? When I first addressed those guys, I let them know that my vision was to make PD a winner again. And I let those guys know that I didn't have any magic fairy dust or any special anointing oil that I was just going to come in and touch everybody with and we were going to turn into winners. I let them know it's going to be a lot of hard work. And we've got to get in the weight room. We've got to get bigger, faster, and stronger. We've got to start looking like the good teams body-wise, and we've got to start thinking like the good teams mentally, and we've got to start executing like them. So we're playing catch-up. There's programs that are years ahead of where we are, and they're doing things on exceptional levels, and that's our plan, and that's our goal. And, I told our kids that this is a similar situation for me. When we went to Duncanville, Cedar Hill and DeSoto were the big dog. And people thought Coach Samples was crazy for going to a Duncanville. And they said that all three couldn't be powerhouses and that Duncanville wouldn't be. And so it's a similar situation with Amarillo High and Tascosa. Right now, those guys are far superior than us. And that's what we've got to do. We've got to come in and change the tide and have a changing of the guard, just like we did at Duncanville. And I know it's possible.
You mentioned Coach Samples. You were, of course, their offensive coordinator for Duncanville the past couple of years. You were with him at Skyline before that. And obviously, I think Reginald Samples is a guy who needs no introduction in Texas high school football realms. This is your first head coaching job. What did you learn from Coach Samples that you're going to carry with you into what you do at PD?
Man, I could write books and books and books on what I learned. He's the godfather of Dallas football. Um, everything from organization to structure to how to compete, how to motivate young men, um, how to organize winning programs, how the blueprint really, man, of just what it looks like going from a 2-8 team and the next year being 11-3, and being around Coach Samples, he just has this presence about him of what winning is and what hard work is and what it takes to compete at the highest level, and so I'm just fortunate that I was with him for 9 years and able to take a lot of those processes and be able to replicate them here and get these young men playing at the level that we had the guys at Duncanville playing at.
I know you've been asked this before, but I'm very interested in asking you. You are, I mean, let's be honest, blackhead football coaches in Amarillo have been hard to come by.
Yeah.
And you are the first black head coach at Palo Duro. I'm interested how you approach that. I'm interested in how that shapes the way you do business. Is that something that is important to you? Is it something that's special to you?
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. We're in 2021, and a lot of conversations about race we really shouldn't even have to have, and so it's still kind of quite funny to me sometimes that 2021 we're still having the first black this, the first black that, the first black, and you're going, it's 2021. So when you look at the, let me say how I want to say this. When I look at how important this is, not just for me, but for my community, when people are given opportunities, you don't carry an opportunity just for yourself, you carry it for the community. And so what I know is that I've got to do a great job on the field, off the field, in the community, or the next guy may not get a shot. But next Eric Mims, I can mix it up for everybody. So it's huge, and I'm excited about the opportunity, and I've just got to do a great job being professional. I've got to do a great job of leading young men. I've got to do a great job of competing on the field, and that's one of my goals, is to help other young men like Eric Mims become the next head coach in the Panhandle, the Metroplex, wherever opportunities afford themselves. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But race aside, I just think that we've got to get the right people for jobs. And you still look at situations like Eric Bieniemy, and you go, wow, I can't even get a job. Doesn't even get interviews sometimes. So I've been there. I've sat in that chair where I've applied for jobs in the Metroplex and didn't get interviews, and go, well, we've been to back-to-back state championships, and these guys won't even give me a call. And those districts were, the district was predominantly white district, but I just felt that my resume spoke for itself, being able to work with young men regardless of their color, their race, their nationality, their upbringing. I'm here to work with young men. And we have a good portion of Black young men. We have Hispanic young men here at Palo Duro. We've got some white kids also here at Palo Duro. And so it's a great mixing pot of America here at PD. And so it's a great privilege to be the first Black coach. I just want to do a great job.
Well, we're excited to see what you do, and Coach, one thing I got to ask is you're there back at PD. You're a 2000 graduate of the Dons, and you were a star there for Palo Duro in your playing days. You went off, you played at Eastern New Mexico. You're in pretty good shape. I guess my question is, when we're getting practices going out there, are you going to be out there running with them? Are we going to be out there? Are you going to be out there running these drills as well?
You on a few things. I don't know if I was ever a star. I know I'm not in pretty good shape. No, you're not gonna catch Coach Mims doing much running. I'm 38 and feeling great, but I'm gonna lead a running to the younger guys. I've got a couple of younger coaches, and when we're doing some examples of some weight stuff in the weight room, those first couple of days I was giving the examples, and then I looked around and said, man, these guys are younger than me. I'm gonna let these guys be the example. And I remember being the young coach who was full of energy and out there racing kids and playing with those guys. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that to the younger coaches, and I'm gonna just try to get these kids where they can play on an exceptional level.
Coach, to follow up on a question that I had earlier, that sounds like something you learned from Coach Samples too. Because if there's one thing I know about what Coach Samples was always very good about is like, I'm going to be over here and I'm going to make sure the way he ran practice, like I'm going to make sure everything's running smoothly. But you guys run around. You guys do the running, not me. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, man, that's Coach Samples.
He's Eric Mims. He's the new head coach of the Palo Duro Dons. Coach, really appreciate your time. Congratulations again on the new gig. Can't wait to see what you guys do up there at PD.
Oh, man, I'm excited. My kids have been working hard. The coaches have been working hard. And so we want to shock some people this year. That's the plan.